PR and all that press stuff, I'm only just starting to realise how much of it is lies. Because obviously the big furore about me was that I just signed this big deal. Well, of course, I hadn't signed, and I still haven't. And I'm only just going to go and sign it today, about 3 months after the whole big deal about me signing the deal. So I'm going to go and sign it now. It's taken that long. Oh, for God's sake. My phone's ringing underneath the camera. I'm going to start that again. But now, after lots of lawyers tugging each other's coattails and being annoying and costing lots of money, we're finally at the point where we get to sign the deal. And I'm going to go and do that today. And then, of course, rush straight off to a gig. So I'm going to do that now. I'm about to sign away the next few years of my life. And I think some people think I'm going to make them rich. To be honest, I think they're wrong.
Maybe I'll go traveling for a year, finding myself or start a career. I could work for the poor, though I'm hungry for fame. We all seem so different, but we're just the same. Maybe I'll go to the gym so I don't get fat, on things more easy with a tight six-pack. Who knows the answers? Who do you trust? I can't even separate love from lust. Maybe I'll move back home and pay off my loans, working 9 to 5, answering phones. Don't make me live for my Friday nights, drinking 8 pints and
I mean, what happened
getting
on
a
the stage
fight.
for you to suddenly make it? Because you say there's all these talented young guys on the jazz circuit that aren't getting recognised. Were you spotted by, I don't know, a talent scout? I mean, how does it work?
Well, I think it was a lot to do with being in the right place at the right time. I was making my own records for a while. I made this one with my own money, and then it got picked up by a record company.
So you're famous, relatively speaking, and you're bound to get bigger. Do you get taught how to handle that? Do you get people that tell you what to do, or do you just have to learn as you go? What I mean,
I think you have to learn as you go. But I think everyone keeps telling me keep your feet on the ground. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Pleased to, yeah. How do you write a song? Do you just get drunk one night, sit on the kitchen floor, and dream something up?
Well, for me, it happens in so many different ways, but you need some sort of impetus, some sort of catalyst to write a song. Hi, this is Jamie Cullum, and the Pulse of West Yorkshire is my station. Wow.
Top man.
So I thought I'd ask you why you chose them to do covers. Some of them aren't the sort of covers you'd expect from somebody who's only 23. So there you go. But I think there are a lot of people who wouldn't even classify your music as being jazz.
I think they'd be wrong to not do that. First of all, they'd have to see a live show, which involves a huge amount of improvisation over chord sequences, which is ultimately what the basis of jazz is, I think. But I come from a jazz background. You know, what I do is based in jazz. So.
Yeah, I'm not keeping you up.
No, it's just sorry about that. Very rude of me. That was such a weird interview. Yeah. He kept saying, so you do mostly covers then? The thing is, it was a jazz programme, so surely he must know about doing standards and interpreting standards, you know. But he says he's never done an interview before, he normally just plays records.
Well, first of all, what's the big attraction of standards, and how would you define one?
I guess I never really separated them out so well. I never really made the distinction as a youngster. This is an old song, this is a new song. When I started hearing Harry Connick and Frank Sinatra and Thelonious Monk and all these people, because I hadn't heard that music before, it was just new. It was just new music. There was something in my brain that never made that distinction, and the songs were great. I mean, it was that simple, really.
But when you take a standard like I Could Have Danced All Night, what's the impulse to record it? What's the thinking process there?
The main thing with this song was that the lyrics, to me, despite written for My Fair Lady, it reminded me of when I used to go to raves and to dance, you know, till like 5 or 6 in the morning, like an idiot. And I read through the lyrics and I thought, you know, this could have been written about clubbers in the 90s or whatever clubbers today.
and I thought it still had relevant lyrics for starters. It's got a great melody as well, and I just thought it's always done in a kind of I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night.
With a rather upper accent.
Absolutely.
A lot of dance, doesn't it?
Absolutely danced. And I just thought, well, when I think of dancing, I think of... or that kind of thing. So I thought, what if I put it to that groove and try and catch a bit of the integrity of the song? And then I thought about the dance music I love, the modern dance music that I love. It's always got a hook. So I dreamt up a hook. I went...
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done a thousand things I've never, ever done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. But all at once, my heart took flight. I only know when she began to dance with me. I could have danced all night.
Well, today is really important because the BBC Jazz Awards acknowledges musicians for what they do as opposed to someone who's a bit famous or something.
Never played anywhere as big as this.
He played a gig down at my local pub last week, which is wonderful, but I somehow think he's finished with pubs now. The rising star is Jamie Cullum.
No cares for me, I'm happy as I can be. I learned to love and to live. Devil may fear.
Thank you very much. Anyone who's been to a jam session in the last few years, anywhere in the country, will know that there's a few hundred rising stars in the jazz world. This is for them.
You and the night and the music fill me with flaming desires, setting my being completely on fire.
I was irresistibly reminded the first time I saw Dudley Moore. Just in the way that he embraces the piano and the way he sells his body language, the enjoyment he transmits.
Until the pale light of dawn and daylight, our hearts will be throbbing guitars.
What about Dudley Moore?
He was only 4'1.5".
And you're
5 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Strange, really. I'm going to be honest now, I really didn't enjoy tonight. I enjoyed certain aspects. I enjoyed hanging out with my friends and musicians I knew, and I just felt a bit like a fake, really. Part of the reason why I said what I did when I received the award about the other young musicians was just a way of saying, hey, look, I know I'm not the best out there, and I've just had a good opportunity. Everyone's really happy, and my parents were into it, but I just felt harassed, very tired, very, very tired, and a little unworthy, maybe is the word, a little bit unworthy.